Welcome back to another insightful tutorial. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ayomide, and on this channel you would find sewing tutorials, easy to follow sewing tutorials. As you can see, I would be sharing how I made this Aso-oke slash Mikado Bubu. It's a very simple and easy to make tutorial. So if you have some Aso-oke in the house that is just sitting pretty doing nothing, it is time to bring them out and work some magic on them. So this tutorial is on how I made this Aso-oke Mikado Bubu. If this is something you want to learn, then you should see this video up until the very end. My name is Ayomide, and let us jump into today's tutorial. To begin, I have this Aso-oke here with me. My client decided to bring out our old Aso-oke that she hadn't used. She complained that she only used it to tie gele and she wanted to work it out into a bubu. So I suggested we use a Mikado to mix this and make a beautiful bubu with this. So for the Aso-oke, I have the gele and the ipele. I'll try as much as possible to put a description on it. And so now to begin cutting, because I want Aso-oke on one side and Mikado on one side, I'm going to be placing my Mikado on one part of the Aso-oke so that I can cut out the front. So this is me here placing the Mikado on the Aso-oke. I'll make sure that they are well aligned, pin them appropriately before placing my measurements. Afterwards, I went on to rule a line at the center front. This is where all of my measurements would be taken from. Next, I added half an inch, which is going to be the joining allowance of both the Mikado and the Aso-oke. Also, I marked a line across at the top part of my fabric. This is where I'll be taking my measurement from. Moving on, the first measurement I'll place is half of the shoulder that I'm working with, and that is 7.5. Next, I'll be placing the sleeve length, which is 8 inches. I would add half an inch to that, making 8.5, and I came down by 1 inch to create a shoulder slant. For the sleeve opening, I would be using 8 inches. It doesn't need to be a fitted sleeve, just something loose. I'll be marking that line across, and on that line I'll be placing a quarter of the measurement. So because this is a bubu, I'll be working with the widest circumference of the body, which is the hip. So here I am placing a quarter of the hip measurement. Add 1 inch for extra ease and my sewing allowance. I'll be placing that measurement all the way down to the length of this bubu gown. Next, I went on to close up the sleeve opening. It is now time to work on the neckline. For the neck width, I am using 3 inches for the neck width, and for the neck depth, I'll be going for about 3.5 inches for the front, and as for the back, I went for about 1.5 inch for the back. Putting finishing touches, I added half an inch to the shoulder slant. I also added half an inch to the sleeve opening area and blended it into the side seam, and my fabric is ready to be cut out. So bear in mind that this is the front that I'm cutting, although I am cutting along the back neckline. When I use the front to cut out the back, I'll be trimming off the back neckline so that I can have the front neckline. I am done cutting, and this is what I have. Aso-oke on one side and Mikado on the other side. I would be using the Mikado right here to now cut out the back. It is the same dimension for both the front and the back. As for the back, I have also placed my Mikado and Aso-oke together, and I'm using the Mikado that I just cut out so that I can replicate my pattern on the back. So in order to ensure accuracy, I am pinning the fabrics together, and once I was done, I grabbed my scissors and cut this out. I am done cutting now. I'm marking the back side. I'll place the back aside and bring out my front Aso-oke and place it together with the front Mikado so that I can trim the neckline out now. This is what I have for the front now after cutting. It is important to mark out the wrong side because both Aso-oke and Mikado don't really have a back side. Yeah. Now it is time to sew, and to begin sewing, I'm going to be joining both the front and the back together along the sides. Here I have placed the front and the back Mikado together, and I'll go ahead and join it together along the sides first, and that is because I want to work on a patch pocket by the side. So doing it this way would make it easy to sew the pocket. I am done joining, and this is what I have. I left some inches along the sleeve area to enable easy sewing of the sleeve. If I open it up, this is what it is looking like. I would advise you to give it a good press so that it can lay flat, but though I did not iron. Now to move on to the patch pockets, I have this Aso-oke fabric that I will be using to create the pocket, and I will be attaching the pocket 17 inches from the shoulder. So I'm using Aso-oke on the Mikado just to create a contrast. The pocket is about 10 by 10. It is 10 inches wide. So here I'm making sure that it is centrally placed between the front and the back, meaning 5 inches to the front and 5 inches to the back. And I'll go ahead and sew it all across. I am done sewing, and this is what I have. I have my patch pockets all ready. I also repeated likewise for the Aso-oke side of this Bubu dress, and for the patch pocket I used the Mikado fabric, as you can see right here. Now it is time to join both sides together along the center seam. So to join, I would be sewing the Mikado and the Aso-oke together along the center back seam using the seam allowance I added. Also, I would be using a bias tape to sew down the neckline for both the Aso-oke and the Mikado, and then proceed to join it down along the center back. I would also repeat likewise for the front too. Use a bias tape for the neckline and join them together along the center front. Next, I would also be joining them together along the shoulder seam. I will do all of these and show us what it looks like. I am done joining, and this is what my Bubu gown is looking like so far. I love the contrast of the Mikado against the Aso-oke. I also left opening along the center front. Now it is time to work on the sleeve, and to do that I have this strip of fabric I have cut out. It is about 4.5 inches high, and I'll be folding it into two. I'll be joining it along the sleeve opening to create a sort of a cuff along the sleeve opening. After working on the sleeve and closing up the sides, I'll also be turning the hem. I added 1.5 inch for hemming allowance. I'll do that and show us the outcome of this gown. This is the outcome of the dress, guys. I love the way it came out. I love the contrast of the Mikado against the Aso-oke. Now, if you have some Aso-oke sitting pretty in your wardrobe, this is a pointer for you to bring them out and work some magic on them. There are numerous styles you can actually do with them. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a huge thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, kindly click on the subscribe button, join the family, and I'll see you all in my next video. Goodbye, stay blessed, and thank you all so much for your support.